All right, and we're back. What deck's gonna be this time? Goblins. All right then. So Goblins. There's multiple ways to build the deck, but it's primarily just a difference between whether you're playing green to play Ignoble Hierarch as one of the 1-drops or whether you don't have that. So essentially, it is a Goblin tribal deck that is half combo, half aggro. So the combo is, of course, you have Conspicuous Snoop, which says, among other things, that as long as the top card of your library is a Goblin, it has all activated abilities of that card. So if the top card of your library is Kiki Jiki, then you can have Snoop target itself to make a copy of itself. Then the copy will come in with haste and can target itself or the other Snoop to make a copy of itself, etc. until you make infinite Snoops. So the idea is you have Boggart Harbinger, which searches your deck for a Goblin and puts the Goblin on top. So with Snoop and Harbinger, you have Harbinger get Kiki Jiki to the top, you make infinite Snoops, but then all of those Snoops are tapped, but it doesn't matter because the last Snoop will copy Harbinger, and then you will put either Mog Fanatic, which is not in this list, or Sling Gang Lieutenant on top, which lets you sacrifice goblins to damage your opponent or make them lose life. And then you have all the Snoops have that activated ability, you sack all the Snoops, and then they lose the game. The rest of the deck is Skirk Prospector to add mana by sacking goblins, Mog War Marshal, which is a goblin that makes another goblin, and then another goblin. You have Runevelt Hordemaster as a lord that gets you cards off the top are impulse drawn when the goblins die. You have Munitions Expert as removal, Goblin Matron to search for goblins, and then normally this deck doesn't have the One Ring in it. I think it's a pretty natural inclusion in the deck, so I just jammed One Ring in here, cut I cut some of the ringleaders, the second Sling Gang, the second Kiki Jiki. I know that the reason there's 2 Kiki Jikis in here is because if you draw the first one, then you can't combo, but it's not much of a difference whether you have it 1 or 2. And then land base is pretty self-explanatory. 1 Den of the Bugbear, Cavern, Auntie's Hovel, which is the Goblin land, and then just a bunch of Rakdos-related lands. Sideboard for Leyline of the Void, Thoughtseize, Tarfire, which is a tribal Goblin spell, so it is fetchable off of Matron, or I guess Harbinger, but primarily Matron. 4 Blood Moons, Trash Master, which turns all of your goblins into Sack Shatter, and then 2 Chalice of the Voids. So without further ado, let us get this started. All right, game 1, playing goblins. We are on the draw. Aether Vial, Matron Ring, Horde Master. This hand is decent. Oh, and Snoop. Oh, this hand is decent. We have Vial on 1. Turn 2, we can play one of the 2. So let's keep this. Opponent plays Sea Crumb Coast, so it is overwhelmingly likely. Well, I was going to say Hammer Time, but now I guess no. I guess it's probably Urza then. So Mountain, Aether Vial, pass the turn. Unfortunately, got to watch this one later. See you next time. Good luck. Have fun. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Portable Hole on our Vial. Yeah, so we're playing against Urza. Shocking in Hallowed Fountain off the Flooded Strand and playing what? Stoneforge Mystic. Are they going to grab Cauldra or... Yeah, okay, they're going to grab Cauldra. So it's probably best that we just try to combo. Let's play Snoop and set this up for next turn. We have Skirk Prospector on top. All right, well, if all they have is put Cauldron to play and start beating us, then we have a bit of time. Opponent says ... I'm guessing they did the same thing that I did once, which is that you can accidentally click through the put a equipment into play action. It's really dumb that it just allows you to accidentally skip through it like that, but there you go. All right, okay, so let's go grab... Yeah, we should just Matron, right? Or do we go Skirk Horde Master? So if we go Skirk Horde Master, then next turn... we get to play a 4th land, and then we have that land. So we have 4 plus the Skirk plus the Horde Master, which is 6, which lets us go Matron, Boggart, win. So that is actually probably better. Okay, so play this. I would pay 2. Let's play Horde Master, Skirk, and then let's just attack with the Snoop. Back to our opponent. I assume they'll just do the same thing. All right, 4th mana. All right, activate Stoneforge. Put Cauldron to play. We get attacked, we go to 13, and then opponent has, all right, tapping, using Prototype to tap Cauldron to put Springleaf Drum into play, fetching, so they have 2 mana left and 2 cards, cast another Stoneforge. I assume they'll go grab Sword of the Meek. Yeah, grab Sword of the Meek. All right, and now we can win. So now we need to fetch first, or I guess no, we don't have to fetch first, but let's just do that anyway. So pay 1, go grab the Swamp. Skirk on top is free, I guess. Cast Skirk. Oh, there's Harbinger on top, all right. Harbinger, tap, 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 use the ability, put Kiki Jiki, where is Kiki Jiki? Right there. Then activate, choose this, activate, choose this, activate, choose this, activate, choose this, Activate, choose this. This one is at least less, I mean, there's a lot of clicking involved, but okay. Opponent has seen enough, concedes, gone to game 2. So while they do have, so they're a 2-colored deck and they have Springleaf Drum, but I don't know if Blood Moon is perhaps still good against them. Leyline of the Void shuts their combo off, so let's play that. Trashmaster has to be good. Tarfire kills Stoneforge Mystic, which is important to some degree. And Thoughtseize is also important for taking their stuff. So we want a lot of cards in this matchup. So let's cut, what exactly? The problem is like everything's kind of relevant to the game plan. I guess I don't need 2 Tarfires, maybe? I don't know. What does this kill? It kills Stoneforge. Does it kill anything else? Not really. All right, so let's cut this. Let's cut what else? We can't cut any of the core combo. I guess we can cut Horde Master. It's not strictly necessary. And then one of these Prospectors. Their removal exiles. They have Portable Hole and such. We don't really need to beat them down super fast. We just need to interact with them and then either combo race them first or disrupt their combo. So let's try this. I don't think Blood Moon's good here. If I see Urza's Saga in their deck though, then I'll put Blood Moon in. All right, we have Thoughtseize, Leyline. So this seems fine. Keep this. Reveal the Leyline of the Void. Opponent plays Hallowed Fountain. Tapped. All right, well, let's just, I guess, fetch Blood Crypt and then Thoughtseize them. Fetch Blood Crypt, pay it, Thoughtseize. They have Thopter Foundry, Urza, Containment Priest, Dispatch, Stoneforge. What does... okay. If a non-token would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast... If a non-token, so this does not stop our combo. So probably just take Stoneforge, right? And then that only leaves them with Containment Priest to cast. Or I guess they can cast Thopter Foundry. Yeah, let's take Stoneforge. And pass the turn. Urza's Saga. Oh, okay, so they are playing Saga. So I'll bring in Blood Moon if we lose this match. Containment Priest. So we can just Thoughtseize plus Tarfire this. All right, so Thoughtseize. And let's take probably Urza. Or do we just take Dispatch? They're a bit away from being able to cast Urza. Yeah, let's just take Urza. And play this. And then kill this thing. Go ahead. Flooded Strand. And now they just make a construct. All right, play this. Probably on the red side, I think. Play that, then cast Matron. And now I think I'm just getting Snoop. Or am I getting... Yeah, because if I had 4 lands, I'd grab Trashmaster. But since I don't, I think I just grab Snoop. All right, grab Snoop. Grab Snoop, go. So they make a construct, then they'll make another construct, and then get a land, and then they can plains and have Dispatch up. Yeah, make a construct. What are they going to fetch with this? Pithing Needle on Snoop, I guess. Yeah, name Snoop. And they play Seachrome Coast. And now they have 3 artifacts for Dispatch. No blocks, go to 10. All right, let's cast Skirk Prospector. And then, do we just run Snoop out and then it gets dispatched? Or just we hold up Munitions Expert? The problem is if I want to run Snoop out, I don't have black mana. So I think I just pass. And then, so the problem is if I try to Munitions Expert one of these, they can dispatch in response. But I think that has to be the play, right? Okay. Just pass, and if they try to dispatch end step, I'll Munitions Expert. All right, they obviously didn't. Stoneforge Mystic. All right, I presume they'll go get Cauldron now. Sword of Fire and Ice. Yikes. Plains, attack. All right, well, may as well flash this in. Black-red. And then we can shoot Stoneforge even if they dispatch it in response. Kill Stoneforge. Use Munitions Expert ability, yes. And then I'm pretty sure I have to chump because if I don't, next turn, it's potentially Sword Equip, and then it's going to be really bad for us. Maybe I don't. I just get more mana if I don't. I guess we can ring next turn as well. Yeah, okay, let's just take it. So no blocks. Go to 4. Now they're going to hold up Dispatch or just play Thopter Foundry. All right, we drew another Matron. So let's just sack the Munitions Expert. Sack a Goblin. All right, no, let's attack with everything first. Yeah, swing, swing, swing. All right, sack the Munition, or sack Matron, I guess. Cast the Ring. Ring trigger, then we draw a card with the ring. It's a land. That's good. And I can play Snoop now, but then it just dies to Dispatch, so let's wait. All right, opponent, I guess, is attacking us. Sure. So they do have 4 mana, so they can play Sword and still hold Dispatch up, and then equip the Sword the next turn. Yeah, play Sword. Let's see. I guess we just take our turn. Ring puts us to 3. We have Tarfire, that doesn't help. What can we... So we can Matron, but then we don't have enough. All right, so let's definitely Ring. See what we draw. It's just so awkward. Now we can't fetch this because we're going to die next turn if we do. So Auntie's Hovel, and then we can play Goblin Matron and have 2 lands plus the Matron and Munitions Expert up. We can grab Trashmaster. That's okay. We can grab Trash Master, or we can grab Slinging. That doesn't help. I guess it's sort of Fire and Ice, so it does give us chump blockers, right? Make 2. Oh no, they're red goblins that it makes. All right, Auntie's Hovel, reveal Matron, cast Matron. So are they going to dispatch in response? No. Use the ability. Maybe we just are supposed to grab Munitions Expert. Let's see, we can't activate Bloodstain, so we essentially only have the 1 mana plus this. I think we're just going to lose here, but let's try not to. If we play Slinging, they can dispatch the Slinging, and then we can't block Sword of Fire and Ice. If we grab Trash Master, we have to sack basically our whole board in order to cast it. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this. I can play what, like another Snoop? All right, let's just grab Munitions Expert. And then, yeah, I guess just go. All right, let's attack with these. All right, if they do this end step, then we have to flash munitions now. Okay. I guess they can equip to the first one, and then we have to kill it in response, and then they have enough mana to equip to the second one. Yeah, so... Oh, no, we have to sack a goblin in order to even use this. All right, so cast this, black, and then activate this one, sacking this one. Metallic Rebuke, eh? Well, that stops us anyway. I guess... No, we can't pay for it, because we have to... All right, yeah. Next game. All right, so I want Blood Moon. So we're bringing in basically like our entire sideboard. So what are we cutting? Tarfire is probably not great because it basically only kills Stoneforge. And then what? Yeah, we just gotta like combo kill them before they can do anything else. We probably don't need like all 4 ley lines. That might just be fine. All right, submit. On the play, we have Snoop, Aether Vial, Sling Gang, which we cannot put on the top, and 4 lands. That seems pretty bad. Well, I guess it's like, do they have Portable Hole, essentially? Let's, we have a turn 2 Snoop, nothing else really going on. This is kind of rough. It's like very dependent on what we draw. Let's mull. Well, only 1 land, so we got to mull to 5. Opponent also mulls to 6, so mull to 5. All right, keepable. We will put back, we have Matron and Harbinger, the Ring, Thoughtseize. We're not going to put Thoughtseize back, and we're not going to put any of our lands back. So it honestly might be, so it's going to be some combination of these 3. Let's put Harbinger back, and let's put Matron back, I guess. The Ring's going to draw us more cards than normal. Yeah, all right, done. Play the black side first, Thoughtseize. They have a whole lot of nothing in their hand. I guess we just take Pithing Needle so that they can't shut our stuff off. All right, Pithing Needle, go. Seachrome Coast, Drum, right? Yep. All right, now we drew Aether Vial, so let's play this. Let's play Aether Vial. Go ahead. Play Hallowed Fountain. Now they get to hold Rebuke up. Tick Vial up. All right, there's Ringleader. Play Cavern named Goblin. Go ahead. Opponent plays another land. Does nothing. All right, Argo. Aether Vial on the stack. Tick it up. We've drawn Goblin Matron, which they cannot counter. So let's play Goblin Matron. And then let's use the ability. And let's just go grab Snoop, and then we can Vial Snoop in. They're 2 artifacts away from being able to actually dispatch to kill it. I guess they can tap it, technically, but they probably just won't. All right, activate Vial. Use the Vial ability, put Snoop into play. We have a mountain on the top. Do I want to put this on 3? I guess I do. Tick it up. We still have another mountain on top. All right, let's cast Ringleader. See what we get. Ringleader, trigger. We got Harbinger, so let's see if they can do this. Any order. So we can Aether Vial, and then in response, they can go Dispatch, tap Snoop down. We can do this combo on their turn, so I guess we pass to their upkeep and see if they do it. So set stop on their upkeep. Swing with Ringleader and Matron. All right, pass the turn. Stop on upkeep, activate Aether Vial. So now if they have no other answers, they have to dispatch this now. Yeah, okay, so dispatch, that resolves. Aether Vial resolves. Use its ability, put Harbinger in. Use that ability, put Kiki Jiki on the top, and go ahead. I'm going to set a stop on my own upkeep. So now I guess let's see if they drew an answer. Play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Okay. Well, put Vial on the stack, use Snoop's ability. Target itself. All right, Snoop. Target itself. So it looks like they don't have an answer. Unless they're waiting for us to put everything into play and then target the Harbinger. I guess they could still answer that, but why not just answer... I guess it means they take slightly less damage if they answer the Harbinger. All right, they concede. On to round 2. Round 2, playing Goblins. We have 3 lands, one of which is a Cavern of Souls. We have 2 things to go find the combo. It's a bit slow, but I think it's keepable. Are we on the draw? Yeah. All right. Marsh Flats. I need to take this stop off. All right. Just play Blood Crypt tapped, and then pass the turn. Opponent gets Godless Shrine. All right. Concealed Courtyard. All right, what are we playing against? Well, not a counterspell deck, so I guess we just run out... Do we just run out Horde Master, or do we just hold Munitions Expert up? I don't even know what I'm playing against, so I guess we just run out Horde Master. Reveal this, play this. They had no play. They play another Concealed Courtyard. Vindicate. All right, some kind of homebrew thing, so I guess this is maybe what, like black-white control? All right, I guess I just play Snoop, and then if they can't answer it, we win next turn, so play Snoop. Basic Swamp. Opponent casts the Ring, draws a card. All right, so... All right, let's play Auntie's Hovel, reveal Boggart Harbinger, cast Harbinger, use the ability, put Kiki Jiki on top, and then stop on their upkeep. All right, ring trigger, activate the Snoop. Do you have instant speed removal? Solitude, exiling another Solitude. All right, well, that happens. Oh, they're ephemerating it as well. All right, well, there goes our Harbinger. So any other creature we play next turn is also going to get ephemerated by the Solitude. All right, well, in that case, I guess we just run Ringleader out and attack with it because we get the value off Ringleader anyway. Or I can play Matron and Munitions Expert and kill this Solitude. But then if they have an answer to either creature, they can just kill it in response, and then I can't get rid of the Solitude. They're also just going to keep drawing cards off this ring. All right, Cavern of Souls, naming Goblin. Let's go Matron, and then when they go to flashback the Ephemerate, flash in Munitions Expert, I guess. Or just play Goblin Ringleader. I'm not sure. I guess it's fine if they kill both of these creatures. All right, so let's play Matron. Trigger, what do we want? Probably, let's see. Probably just another Snoop to be like a way to dump more creatures into play. Yeah, let's go with that. Then pass. All right, these go on the stack. They are not rebounding it? All right. So they chose not to get their Ephemerate again. Activate the ring. Go up to 8 cards. Play Silent Clearing. And now they're just going to attack. I guess I do this now. Cast Munitions Expert. If they have instant speed removal, so be it. I guess I can also just deal 1 and then block it. All right, instant speed Bowmasters. So it's like black-white mid-range. All right, I guess I'll trade the Matron for this. Oh, they have Ephemerate for the Bowmasters. Okay, well, I don't think we can win. We don't have our combo anymore. They have the ring in play and plus a better board right now. All right, well, let's cast Ringleader. We only got 1 goblin off of that. Let's play Snoop. Are they rebounding an Ephemerate next turn? Yeah, they are. So I guess we just fetch this tap for now. And then if they want to get rid of Ringleader, they have to at least Ephemerate and then get rid of it so we take less damage if we don't attack. We also just want to block in general. All right, rebound on Ephemerate. Rebound, Solitude. We lose our Ringleader, that's fine. They draw up to 10 cards with the ring. Silent Clearing. We take 3 from Bowmasters plus the army token. They play Dothy Voidwalker and probably, what, Shieldred now? Yeah, Shieldred. Okay, now what? Cannot combo anymore. We can't overwhelm their board. All right, let's call this and go on to the next game. So they're black-white mid-ranginess. Let's put Blood Moon in the deck. Void, let's see, Thoughtseize. None of the rest of these cards do anything. Let us cut Marshall. They have stuff that pings 1/1s and also exiles. And then what else? We're probably not overwhelming them with the aggro plan either, and their stuff exiles, so we can get rid of some Horde Masters. Munitions Expert's also kind of bad. They can kill it with Bowmasters. They have Ephemerate to get their stuff. Okay, let's do 3 and 3. Submit. All right, on the play. Well, we can potentially Blood Moon them out, so yeah, let's do that. Let's go with, sure, okay, keep this. Let's go with Blightstep. No, let's not do that in case we want to play a different one. Let's go with Auntie's Hovel. Reveal this. Thoughtseize. They have Grief, Giver, Shieldred, One Ring. So they only have the 1 basic plane, so let's just take Grief, and then they can play Giver on turn 1, but that's fine. The Vindicate also gets rid of the Blood Moon, but I guess if they ever draw another Swamp, then yeah, then they just have it anyway. All right, so let's take Grief. Pass the turn. And you get rid of this Stop. Basic planes, play Giver. All right, Cavern of Souls, naming Goblins, play Rune Master, and go. They play Malakir Rebirth tapped. All right, let's just slam Blood Moon now. Swamp, Blood Moon, then no attacks. Emiria the Shattered, blah, blah, blah. So they can still play the One Ring, but that's fine. Ooh, we have our own One Ring, so it's One Ring versus Ringleader. Which one is better? I guess we start beating in now. Like if we play Ringleader next turn, then they just play the One Ring. Okay, so yeah, let's go Ringleader, trigger, get all of these, and then attack with the Ringleader. Now they'll play Godless, Ring, draw with the Ring. They have 3 unknowns. Grief us. I presume they'll take our Ring now. Yeah, they took our Ring, all right. And they're just going to attack us, sure. So we cannot attack them because of the Ring. We do have Snoop Harbinger, so we can just play both, and then they have to have an answer for the Snoop immediately, although they could have that with Solitude. So we don't have to play the Harbinger out now, though. So let's just go with, let's play this, and then we can't attack them anyway. So let's go Matron, and then let's grab Snoop, then play Snoop. And then even if this Snoop dies, we have another Snoop. And pass the turn, because we can't deal any damage to them anyway. So now they get to go up to 6 cards to try to find an answer. Yeah, okay, basic Swamp. So now they can Vindicate Blood Moon to get out of the Blood Moon. This is until end of next turn, right? They're casting Thoughtseize. All right, so now they can Thoughtseize Harbinger, and then Vindicate the Blood Moon or Vindicate the Snoop. Lauren. All right, well, either way. Lauren to get rid of Blood Moon. All right, so we have to try to win this turn probably, or else it's just going to get completely out of hand because then they get Shieldred with the Ring and Vindicate. All right, we can win now. So land, Matron. Oh, we just have Kiki on top, eh? All right, make the Snoops. Make all the Snoops. Begin sideboarding for game 3. This is all still fine. Now, the fact that they have Giver of Runes 2 makes Munitions Expert even worse. So just put the Lord back in the deck, I guess. I guess actually Leyline of the Void is relevant if they're going to... No, it's not, because they're not scamming their elementals, they're ephemerating them. Although they also had the scam spells as well, but I'm not going to board in Leyline to deal with like 1/2 of their scam package. All right, let's play this. All right, game 3 on the draw. Well, we have turn 3 win with Thoughtseize, so seems good to me. Silent Clearing. All right, well, now we don't. So I presume they'll just take the Snoop unless they have removal, in which case they'll take Thoughtseize, yeah. So they take Thoughtseize, so now we can't... All right, double Snoops, sure. Let's Bloodstained and then just pass, and we'll fetch Blood Crypt. Fetch, Blood Crypt, tap, and tap. Play the red side, cast Snoop. We have the 1 ring on top. Opponent casts Bowmasters. All right. Do they have removal for Snoop? They're attacking with both, which means if they have another Bowmasters, they can flash it in and deal 1, so I just won't block. 3rd land, Godless Shrine tapped. Grief us. All right, so now they'll Grief Harbinger out of our hand. All right, so play a land. I don't want to put a 1/1 Horde Master into play as long as Bowmasters is in play. So we can't play anything off the top, so I guess it's just 2nd Snoop, Vial. Yeah, all right. Attack, play the 2nd Snoop, and Vial. So this Bowmasters is quite the counter to our 1 ring. It's still probably correct to just play it, though. Auntie's Hovel, reveal this. Now what? So we go 1 ring, draw a card. They'll shoot one of the Snoops. So that's only better if we have exactly Kiki Jiki on top to win the game. We can still attack with one of the Snoops, but then they can just double block to trade. All right, yeah, let's just cast the 1 ring. We get protection from everything. And let's draw a card. Bowmaster's trigger, shoot one of the Snoops. That's fine, we can't do anything else. Let's just pass the turn. All right, they only have 2 cards. No attacks, Giver of Runes. All right, they only have 1 card. Put both of these abilities on the stack. Take Vial up, draw. Munitions Expert. All right, so we can kill the Bowmasters now. So let's do that, I guess. Cast Munitions Expert. Blood Moon's on top. Kill this, so we can just draw unmolested. All right, kill that. Draw with the ring. Skirk is on top. All right. Okay, opponent's seen enough and is scooping. All right, we won the 2nd round. Let's go on to round 3. All right, we're on the play in round 3 playing Goblins. We have only 1 land, so let's mull that. All right, this is fine. Keep this. What am I putting back? Probably one of the Goblin Matrons. All right, Cavern of Souls, name Goblin, play Skirk Prospector, and pass the turn. Looks like opponent also mulled to 6. Opponent cycles Street Wraith. Okay, so we're playing against Living End. That actually makes Skirk Prospector extremely valuable. All right, they're going to Grief us and then put creatures into the graveyard. What's the best one for them to pick? Probably Goblin Matron. Can Munitions Expert shoot itself? Creature or Planeswalker equal to number of goblins. Yes, it can. All right, Grief dies, Island, and then pass the turn. We drew the ring. All right, let's play another one of this named Goblin, and then we just flash Munitions Expert in, so let's just attack. All right, they go to 17, cycling Oliphant. So I guess I'm probably going to do what? Flash in Munitions Expert and then sack both the creatures to play the ring, or alternatively, it's kind of tough. Playing the ring means that if they cascade next turn, their Grief at least doesn't hit our hand. All right, they shock and Esteem Vents. All right, Flash Munitions Expert. No targets. Target creature or planeswalker. Cancel. Just, you may have it deal damage. Yeah, all right. Choose nothing. How do I just say choose nothing? Place your triggered abilities onto the stack. You may have it deal damage. Okay, so I have to make it, I have to choose a target and then just choose not to use it. No, don't use it. All right, there we go. War Marshal. So, okay, we're going to attack regardless first. So let's attack them. Swing, swing. They go to 13, and then let's play War Marshal, get the War Marshal trigger, and then we can activate sacking this, activate sacking this, activate sacking this, activate sacking this, play the ring. Opponent is going to cycle in response, cycle Street Wraith, sure. Cycle another Street Wraith, cycle Architects of Will. All right, ring resolves. Trigger the ring, draw with the ring. It's a snoop. All right, go ahead, opponent. So if they have Violent Outburst, okay, they're not cascading at all. Ring trigger, go to 19. All right, let's, I guess, just draw. Why not? Draw more cards. So now it has to be correct to run Snoop out. So attack with Skirk. They take 1, go to 8, and then let's play, I guess, another Cavern named Goblin. And then let's just play the Snoop. And then either it survives for the turn or they living end and we just sack it and it comes back. So the only way this fails is if they outburst on our turn. Cycle Architects of Will. Play a Forest. All right, Shardless Agent, sure. Put Living End on the stack. Sack the Snoop, sack itself, and then Living End resolves. So many triggers. All right, so I don't know who's are going off first. So my Matron is resolving before his Grief is resolving. And then I need to Munitions Expert, I don't know, Oliphant, I guess. All right, resolve the stack. Use the ability, kill Oliphant. Then War Marshal resolves, then Matron resolves, so I can go get a second Harbinger to have guaranteed Kiki Jiki next turn. Then Grief resolves, they can't take both of our Harbingers. Then Architect resolves, then the other Architect resolves. They put Aether Vial on top of our deck, sure. They change the order of our deck again, now Shardless resolves. All right, I guess let's just flash this in, and then kill, who knows, Street Wraith. All right, now the mana fizzles. Then it goes to our turn. Opponent has no mana up and can't really interact. I guess if they have Subtlety, they can interact. All right, ring, War Marshal. Don't pay the mana for War Marshal. So they have to have exactly Subtlety, and then we have enough mana to cast it off the top of our deck anyway. Black, I guess I technically need to play this first. Black, red. Boggart Harbinger, it just resolves immediately. All right, use the ability. Go find Kiki, snoop away. All right, opponent concedes. Go to game 2, sideboarding. Blood Moon. Is Blood Moon good against them anymore? Because now they have the Generous Ent to go find a forest. But outside of Generous Ent, it does shut down most of their deck. So I think we take that. We definitely bring in Chalice. We definitely bring in Leyline of the Void. And Thoughtseize also. So Thoughtseize can take their Cascades, but nothing else. But that's probably fine. War Marshal's bad. Munitions Expert. Shooting their creatures is also bad. So let's take all of that out. What else do we need to get rid of? Horde Master. We're like probably just never beating them down. The ring is also pretty damn slow against them. If we ever use the ring against them, it basically only lets us stop one turn of their attacks. So I think I can get rid of at least one of the rings. And then what else? I'm cutting a ton of creatures, which might mean that Aether Vial is not good anymore, but it does get our guys past their subtleties. Let's cut ring. Let's just cut the ring completely, I think. This is so tough. Yeah, it's just so incredibly slow. Like, we have all these answers to what they're doing. That does mean the games could drag out. All right, let's cut 2 Lords and an Aether Vial. Submit. Well, this hand's not good. We just have one piece of hand disruption. Skirk's obviously good against them, but then we have nothing else really going on. Let's mull. All right, we have Blood Moon, Snoop, Matron. That's also one turn too slow, though. If they just go cycle a bunch of stuff on turns 1 and 2 and then cascade, and our only play is we have a Snoop on the board, that's terrible. We can still do better. Let's mulligan. Well, I'm not going lower than this, I think. So I guess I just keep and put back, what? Horde Master Matron? Maybe I am supposed to go to 4. It's really, really good if we start with Leyline of the Void in play. This is also just a hand that's too slow. We're just not doing anything before they go off. All right, let's mulligan. 1 land. Kiki is in our hand, but okay, we can put it on the bottom, but the hand's just not doing anything. All right, go to friggin' 3 cards, I guess. Still no Leyline of the Void. We have to put back 4 cards, So our hand is land, Skirk Prospector, nothing. I think I just keep mulling until I find Leyline of the Void. At this point, yeah, let's just try to find Leyline. All right, we found Leyline. So let's keep this, and we have to go to 2 cards in hand. So it's going to be Leyline plus a land. So put back this, 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 and this. Reveal Leyline of the Void. Opponent plays Stomping Ground, passes the turn. Oh, there's another Leyline, one of the worst draws we could have had. All right, land go. And now we're probably still going to lose because they can just start hard casting their creatures at a certain point, even if they don't have an answer for the Leyline. All right, go ahead. We drew Snoop. Opponent, Brazen Borrower's Leyline back to our hand. Well, okay, we still can't do anything. Go ahead, opponent. So now they'll start cycling. They just cast Brazen Borrower, sure. Cycle Curator of Mysteries. Cycle Street Wraith. Cycle Waker of Waves. All right, what do we need to draw? We need to draw exactly like land for the Snoop and then draw like another land Harbinger back to back. We're not technically out of it yet. All right, well, now we're probably out of it. Take another 3 from Brazen. If they have Violent Outburst, they can just Outburst on our turn and then grief our hand. Cycle Generous Ent, finding a forest, play the forest, and then Cascade. All right, we can concede to that. Next game. I think this is still correct. Yeah, submit. All right, on the play, game 3. We have 1 land in Aether Vial. We cannot cast anything, so we are forced to mulligan again. We have no lands. We are forced to mulligan. We have 2 lands, Vile, Thoughtseize. Okay, so we're going to keep this. We'll put Kiki Jiki back, obviously, and then what else? It's probably correct to, let's see, between these 2, I guess Goblin Matron is the better one in most cases. So let's put this one back. Done. And then let's just run out Vile on turn 1, I guess. So play... Actually, if I draw Snoop, I want to play that on turn 2. So let's shock in Blood Crypt. No, let's just play this on red. So play the red version of this, cast Aether Vial, go. Opponent shocks Steam Vents in, cycles Architects of Will. All right, Aether Vial trigger, use the ability. All right, well, shock Blood Crypt, Thoughtseize our opponent. So they have just Shardless Agent as their only Cascader. All right. Oh, they only have 1 land, and they have no other cyclers other than Architects of Will. Maybe it's better to take Grief, and then if we draw the 3rd land, we can Blood Moon them, and then they're basically screwed. Actually, no, they're not, because... Yeah, I guess we just take Shardless, right? Yeah, okay, take Shardless, and then go ahead. All right, yeah, so they're going to Grief us. They'll presumably take Blood Moon, although that's not guaranteed. All right, yeah, they took Blood Moon. So that's gone, that's gone. Now they have the Petty Theft mana up. They drew a land, didn't even have to cycle. So yeah, activate Aether Vial, or put Aether Vial up. All right, play another Aether Vial, and then go. Waker of Waves. I accidentally closed one. They have another Brazen Borrower. Curator in the graveyard. 3rd land. All right, Aether Vial, use the ability, and then, yeah, use the ability. The Ring, which we can't play, so just go ahead. Brazen Borrower on this, so I have to activate in response. Use the ability, put in Matron, trigger, use the ability. Do I just grab Skirk in case they Cascade and put all this stuff back into play and then we lose our guys? It just has to be get Snoop, right? It just has to be. And this comes back to our hand. Oh, I just should have done that on my own turn so I could have just played Snoop normally. All right. Opponent does nothing, seemingly. No. Cycle Waker of Waves. Put Grief in the graveyard. All right, this goes on the stack. Tick it up. Play a land. I guess play Aether Vial. And then attack with the Matron. Opponent goes to 17. We have Vial up for Snoop. Actually, should we just Snoop it in now? So if I Snoop it in now, I can cast potentially whatever Goblin is on the top of my deck. But if I Snoop it in now, that means that Living End can get rid of it. So yeah, I guess I just wait. Opponent cycles Generous Ent. All right, now Blood Moon doesn't work anymore. Plays the Forest. Plays Shardless. All right, so they cast Living End. And then we're going to wait for the Grief trigger to go on the stack. All right, activate Vial, put this into play. We have a land on top, so they can just deny us. I guess they can just deny us whatever we want with Architects of Will. So they're going to make us lose the Ring, and then Architects of Will screws a top card of our library. But then we can fetch with the Bloodstained Mire to reset whatever they switch it around for. So we do have a shot. All right, Shardless enters the battlefield. All right, fetch. Let's go grab a tapped Blood Crypt. All right, we have Skirk on top. That does not help. All right, which one is this one? That's that one. All right, tick that up. Definitely ticking them both up. We have Ringleader on top, which we can cast. So Vial in the Skirk Prospector, use it. All right, so activate Vial, put Skirk into play, sack Skirk, for itself. And then tap, 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 cast Ringleader. We hit 0 goblins. All right, what's the top card of our deck? The top card of our deck is Matron, which we can vial in, but then we can only put a card in our hand. So so when we tutor with the Matron, it has to, oh no, we can't vial it in because it's on the top of our deck. All right, well, we're dead then. Good going, opponent. What if we had hit that in the top 3 or in the top 4 off of Ringleader? All right, 2-1, play round 4. All right, round 4 on the play with Goblins. This hand is not great, but it's okay. We have all the pieces for the combo, but it's going to take a while to get there. We essentially don't have, so we have to turn 2 this, turn 3 Matron, go find Snoop, turn 4 play Snoop, still can't activate it. That is pretty awkward. Maybe this hand isn't good. It's not even that good on the play either because it's still so slow. Yeah, let's mulligan it. This hand isn't great either, but I would rather have this than go to 5. We at least get to put 2 Aether Vials in play, and then Snoop can start letting us play stuff off the top. All right, put back probably Auntie's Hovel or Bloodstained. No, Auntie's Hovel. All right, done. Play Cavern, name Goblin, play Aether Vial. Go ahead. Godless Shrine, Shock, Viscera Seer. Okay, so it's the food sack combo deck. Put this on 1. I can just run Snoop out now, or I can get the second Aether Vial. It's probably better to get the second Aether Vial. All right, Den of the Bugbear, Vial, go. I don't remember what removal that deck plays, but it also leaves, it's less exposed to removal. Razor Verge Thicket, there are no attacks. All right, Vial, Vial, tick it up, tick it up. We drew Ringleader, so I think it's still correct to just wait. So let's just play Cavern. Now let's play Bloodstain so that we can end of turn Violin, Snoop, and then if we don't like the top, we can fetch. All right, what are they doing on the end step? Cast Bowmasters, sure. Third land, playing Ranger Captain, okay. So this goes, finds the cat, finds Cauldron Familiar, yep. And then they're obviously not attacking, so let's activate Vial, use the ability, put Snoop into play. Kiki Jiki is on top, all right. Stop on upkeep. Oh, that's their upkeep. Stop on our upkeep. Activate the Snoop. Put these on the stack. Activate Snoop. Oh wait, we don't have Harbinger, right? So even if we can do this, I think it's still correct to do this. Because then that gives us shots. We can fetch in response, try to switch the top card of our deck, and then we can also play Ringleader and have Vials in play and whatnot. All right, let's make 10 gajillion Snoops. Where are these extra Snoops even appearing? Oh, they're over there. Okay. So how many Snoops do we have? I can't even see the number here. All right, now let's fetch. And let's go grab, I don't know, Mountain, Swamp, doesn't matter. Grab a Swamp. Top of the deck is Horde Master. So now resolve the Vials. I'll take both of these up. Now we'll go to main phase. All right, top card of the deck is that. How many Snoops do we have? So we're going to sack all of these, and then Horde Master gets to trigger off all of them. So Cavern of Souls, name Goblin, cast Ringleader, trigger Ringleader. What do we get? Snoop, Harbinger. Got it. And then activate Aether Vial, put Harbinger into play, use the ability, go put Sling Gang on top of the deck, and then, yeah, all right. Game 2. So they are playing Abzan Foodristocats, which means I want Tarfire to interrupt their combo, and they are playing a bunch of non-basic lands, so let's put Blood Moon in the deck. There's no window in which we can Trash Master the food tokens, right? Because they sack... No, I guess we can, right? So if they're mid-combo, then they go... Cauldron Familiar enters the battlefield, Samwise trigger on the stack, put a food token into play, and then they just sack the cat. So there's never a point where we can hit the food before they can just use it again. They are also a combo deck, which means we might want Thoughtseize. I'm not sure. So again, War Marshal seems kind of bad. Their combo beats us through the ring, so the ring isn't as good as usual. Let's try that. All right, we got Vile Snoop Matron. Looks good. Keep. Opponent has mulled to 6. All right, Verdant Catacombs, fetch, Temple Garden, taps for Delighted Halfling. Need to turn that stop off. Well, I was going to play Vile, but I actually think I just killed this. Yeah, let's just do that. Go ahead. All right, Overgrown Tomb, tapped. Well, I'm just going to run Snoop out now. Reveal Snoop, cast Snoop. We have Tarfire on the top. I might want to stop on my upkeep if they play a creature and don't kill the Snoop that I want to Tarfire. Yeah, Woe Strider. So, okay. If I do that, it means I don't get to play Matron this turn, which means I'm a turn off of combo killing them. Also, but they're also potentially comboing off. They have to find 4 mana. They have to get Sam. Yeah, they can like company or just find Sam plus cat and kill us with this on the field. So I'm just going to kill that. All right, cast this, target this. They let it die. Kiki is on the top. All right, so we have to make infinite tokens on their end step. So let's play Vile, and then let's play Bloodstained Mire. In case they kill this, we don't want to draw Kiki, so pass the turn. All right, so they have Coco, so let's just make copies. All right, so they're going to Coco in response. Plague Engineer plus Bowmasters. So they can name Goblin and then deal 1 to our Snoop. Wow. All right, well, let's get Kiki Jiki out of here, I guess. Put Vile on the stack, tick it up to 1 counter. Tick Vile up to 1, draw land. All right, play this, play Ringleader. We found Slinging, Runevelt, Boggart, Harbinger. All right, well, let's just take all of those. And then pass the turn. So we can never put Runevelt into play. We basically need to find removal for Plague Engineer before we can do anything else. All right, opponent attacks with everything. No, just Engineer in the token. No, and Bowmasters. Okay, I'll trade with Bowmasters. All right, Ranger Captain to go find the cat, presumably, and then just play the cat. Or Sack Outlet, one of those two. Finds Viscera Seer. Casts Viscera Seer. All right, Vile onto the stack, take it up to 2. We do Thoughtseize. All right, what's our best move here? Any goblin that we play dies instantly, so the best move is probably Matron for Snoop and then Violet in. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. And then we can Thoughtseize them as well. So Thoughtseize. All right, take one of 2 different Court of Callings, and then just play Matron. I actually probably need to Matron for Munitions Expert, and then try to resolve a goblin that is bigger than... Or no, I guess I can Matron for Tarfire and kill Plague Engineer. Yeah, that's probably what I have to do. Although if I do that, they have another chord, so they can just chord for another engineer, but I have to do it anyway. Use the ability, go grab... Oh, have I used up both my Tarfires? Oh, I have. Well, that being the case, I need to go grab what? I guess just Snoop, and then pass. So if they have a second Plague Engineer, we just lose, because they can chord for it, and then we can never put any goblins into play. All right, we get attacked for a whole bunch. Go to 7, we're dead in 1 turn. So they're just gonna chord now. No, they're escaping Woe Strider. Sure. All right, activate Vile, put Snoop into play. Matron is on top, so yeah. Vile on the stack. I needed to not put Sling-Gang Lieutenant in my hand with Ringleader earlier. All right, take Vile up to 3, draw Matron. So now what? The problem is, even if I go grab Munitions Expert, every other goblin in play is dying. So I can do what? I can go Boggart Harbinger, cast Boggart Harbinger off the top, go put Kiki on top, make infinite 1/1s, then Vile in Goblin Matron and put Munitions Expert in my hand, Munitions Expert kill Plague Engineer, and then I'll still have 1 untapped Snoop, but then I have to play Sling-Gang is the issue. I can't, if I go grab Skirk Prospector, I think I can do it. Well, regardless, I have to do all this turn anyway, so let's just play Boggart Harbinger, because we have to play Boggart Harbinger regardless. So cast Harbinger, it's going to instantly die, then use the ability, then go put Kiki on top of the deck, then just make a bajillion Snoops. So what am I doing? I'm viling in Goblin Matron, I'm going and grabbing Munitions Expert, I'm then casting Munitions Expert, and then I don't have any mana left, and then our opponent has lethal. I have 1, 7, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 Snoops. All right, I'm good here. So then we violin this, use the Vile ability, put Matron into play, use Matron's ability, go grab Munitions Expert. Oh, we had a Munitions Expert on the top 2. All right, cast Munitions Expert. It dies, we kill Plague Engineer. We're still just dead on board though, right? I guess I can end step, make more tokens, and then one of the tokens can chump this, and then I take 5. All right, let's try that. Oh, have I played a land this turn? I have not, right? I guess let's just play this. All right, end step, 10 gajillion triggers go on the stack. Yield to all these. How do I stop auto-yielding? All right, so why can I not activate this? Activate this ability. Oh no, because Kiki's gone, right. Okay, well, then I'm just gonna die on board. Yeah, all right, let's just concede. Yeah, I needed to not have put Sling-Gang in my hand with Ringleader. So otherwise, they have Plague Engineer in their deck. I don't think that changes anything about what we're doing. So run it back. On the play. This hand is fine. Keep this. Turn 1 Cavern into Vile. Turn 2 Snoop. Turn 3 Matron. And we still don't have it. I'm pretty sure we're just going to run the Snoop out. All right. Cavern of Souls. Name Goblin. Play Aether Vial. And go. Well, our opponent is sure taking their sweet time. All right, there we go. Razorverge Thicket. Delighted Halfling. Aether Vial on the stack. Tick it up. Ooh, I can play another Vial. That has to be wrong. Let's just run Snoop out into play. Top is Harbinger, so we actually win next turn if they don't answer Snoop. Crack Verdant Catacombs, Godless Shrine, Opponent plays Woe Strider. All right, we got it. Unless they have Solitude, we got it. Tick Vial up, draw Harbinger, play a land, fetch Mountain, cast Harbinger, use the ability to go put Kiki on top. All right, start snooping them. You get a snoop. You get a snoop. Everyone gets a snoop. All right, I have to make 17. All right, how many snoops is this? Does it tell me the number? All right, so then make a copy of Harbinger. This is enough, right? That's 18 plus. All right, use Harbinger's ability. Put Sling Gang Lieutenant on top of the deck. All right, an opponent concedes. 3-1, on to the final round. All right, final round number 5, playing Goblins on the play. This hand is not very good. We do have a turn 4 ring, but it's otherwise a pretty weak hand. What's mulligan? Well, this is a better hand. Keep this and put one of the rings back. We've got turn 1 Skirk, turn 2 Snoop, and then turn 3 Ring or whatever, depending. All right, Cavernous Souls, name Goblin, play Skirk Prospector. Opponent plays Steam Vents. Lightning Bolts are Skirk, okay. So in all likelihood, this is Murktide. All right, well, we're not just gonna not play this, so let's run it out. Snoop, Ring on top, go. Opponent casts Consider, puts DRC in the graveyard. All right, they did not have another land, but we don't have anything going on either. I guess I don't want to draw Vial, so let's fetch this now, get our basic swamp, and see if we have... All right, well, it's a 4th land at least, so let us attack with the Snoop. And then we'll just have Munitions Expert up. Opponent plays Bauble, cracks Bauble. They still don't have a land. Well, at this point, I'm going to flash in... I think I'm actually going to flash in Munitions Expert. Yeah, let's do that. And then you have to choose a target, and then you say you don't want to use the ability. Bauble trigger. All right, well, it's still a land on top, so we're going to keep attacking them. And they bolt Snoop, sure. Take 1 from Munitions Expert, and then play this and play the ring. All right, pass to the opponent. They've conceded, so I'm guessing they're just getting mono screwed. All right, so Murktide. I guess we want Chalice on 1. Leyline of the Void. Yeah, it shuts off DRCs. Delirium, it shuts off Murktide. Shuts off Unholy Heat, although Unholy Heat kills everything anyway. Is Tarfire good? It kills Ragavan and DRC before Delirium comes online. That seems reasonable. And then the War Marshals are bad. And what else? The Munitions Experts can't really kill much. I guess, okay, they kill Ragavan. They kill DRC before DRC gets Delirium online. And then they can maybe kill Ledger Shredder, depending on the state of the game. All right, let's cut a Prospector. Let's cut... This is probably overboarding. So what if we cut 2 of the ley lines and another Skirk? All right, we have 4 lands, 2 Runevelts, and Boggart Harbinger. This is okay. We don't have Cavern of Souls. There's much better hands we could keep. I think I'm okay with this. Let's keep this. Scalding Tarn. Crack Scalding Tarn. Find a basic island. EE for 1, sure. All right, well, let's play Mountain Pass. I'm surprised they didn't wait a turn and make that EE for 2 to kill Snoop. I guess they just wanted to blow up Aether Vial if we played it. All right, now we have Vial. Well, I'm not going to run Snoop into a counter or burn spell, so instead of doing that, let's just fetch the basic swamp out of our deck and play Runevelt. And that way, even if Runevelt dies, we at least get to see a card with it. End step, opponent does nothing. All right, 3rd land, 2 mana playing probably Ledger Shredder. No, EE for 2. All right, so let's see. What is the best move here? Well, let's play Mountain, first of all. If we play another Runevelt, it pretty much forces them to pop EE, and then we get to see a lot of cards off of that. What's the alternative? If we play Harbinger, that's like fine, but not great. And we want to keep it so we can Snoop combo. I have to commit like a certain amount of stuff to the board is the issue. So I think I'm going to play a 2nd Runevelt and then probably the Vial. Yeah, let's do that. Cast this and then play Vial and attack them for 2. And they can pop it now, but then we get a bunch of cards. So another land. They can pop both of them. We're basically in a position where... All right, so Aether Vial, trigger, make it on 1. All right, well, let's attack first. See if they pop it now. Dress down. Oh, so they can dress down, and then when they pop EE... All right, so I can flash in Skirk Prospector in response, but if I do that, then I'm basically sacking them until my next turn, right? You may cast that card until the end of your next turn. Yeah, let's do that now. Activate Vial, and we'll see if they... Yeah, so use the ability, put Skirk in, and then sack this. Den of the Bugbear entered exile, and then another Runevelt entered exile. All right. I think I will, I still have to have enough pressure on them that they actually want to pop the EE though. So yeah, dress down resolves. And then they take 1 damage. Do I cycle Sokens on here? Or channel Sokens on? It puts more on the board. I'm not going to play Sling It. I'm not going to play any of my other creatures. So yeah, I guess I may as well. All right, and now I imagine they want to pop it now before this turns back online. Yeah, so pop the 1. Dress down goes away. Now they still have it on 2, but we get to keep one of our Horde Masters. 5th land, sack Scalding Tarn. They have Fury? They do have Fury. All right, well, we get to see another card off of that at least. What did we exile? Cavernous Souls? All right, well, let's play another Cavern. Naming Goblin, and then we lose this if we don't play it now, so let's just... Problem is if we play it, it just gets blown up with EE, and the only other play we have is Snoop. So awkward. What's the alternative? I just play Sling Gang and then pass the turn? That doesn't seem good. All right, let's do this. And then do I just not play the Snoop? I get to see cards off of it at least. All right, let's play Snoop. All right, go ahead. Maybe on the last turn, I shouldn't have Viled in response, because then they could have... If they'd popped EE for 2 and killed the Rune Veldt, it also kills their Dress Down, which lets me then play Sling Gang Lieutenant. Opponent casts Expressive Iteration. Exiles Expressive Iteration. All right, they pop EE, that's fine. We exile Tarfire, we exile Boggart Harbinger, all right. Is it only Goblin creatures that it lets you cast? Yeah, okay. So take 6 from Fury, go down to 13. And now we're once again in this awkward situation where if we play Harbinger, we can't play anything else. But we're also in this awkward situation where if I play Snoop, it's probably just going to get killed. So maybe the correct move is play Sling Gang, and then we can just like chump Fury. Yeah, all right, let's do that. They cast Subtlety. I'm actually happy about that because I want to put this back into my deck. Put it on the bottom, and then pass the turn back to them. What did they exile? They exiled Stern Scolding. Dashes Ragavan, okay. And we take 8 to 5. Ragavan triggers and gets Blood Crypt. Opponent Murktides, all right. Well, we can play the 1 ring to not lose, but then we're screwed next turn. So let's say we run ring, we're protected from this, and then we untap with no board presence and multiple lethal attacks in play. I guess let's do it. Draw another 1 ring, all right. It's just like, what is my way out of this? I draw another land, and then what? All right, well, let's keep going. Plays Ragavan normally, and then nothing. All right, take some damage from the ring, draw more cards with the ring. We have to play a new ring, keep the new ring, draw another card with the ring. All right, well, we get to 5 lands, and the next turn we have 6 lands. I guess we're not out of it yet. So next turn, Murktide kills us, even if we have blockers for the other 2. We go to 3. Now what? All right, draw from the ring. So let's play Snoop. I can cast Matron, and then I have no mana left, and I only have 2 chump blocks, and I die to Murktide. All right, next game. So let's see. They have other threats that Leyline doesn't actually hit. So maybe Leyline isn't as good, but I don't really want like War Marshal and Skirk and whatnot. It's possible Thoughtseize is better. I think I'm probably fine with this as is. Maybe this is incorrect. Let's cut Leyline, cut 2 of these rings, put all the War Marshals back in the deck, and then let's put 2 of them, or one Skirk Prospector. Okay, let's do that. On the play, game 3. We only have 1 land with, we do have Aether Vial, but we only have 1 land, which means if the Aether Vial gets dealt with, we're dead. We do have Snoop into Harbinger, though. This one's real close. Oh, this one's so close. I'm going to keep it. Mountain, Aether Vial. Pass the turn. Opponent shocks in Steam Vents. Plays Ragavan. All right, Aether Vial, tick up. Well, pass the turn. Misty, take a hit from the Ragavan. They exile Tarfire. They just Tarfire us while they can. All right. Aether Vial on the stack. Put this on 2. And we still didn't draw anything, so let's pass back. And then I'm not going to Vial in Snoop. I'm going to Vial in War Marshal, especially if they attack. Oh, I guess if they don't attack, I'll Vial in Snoop. Basic Island. Are they going to attack us? They are going to attack us. All right. Activate Vial. Put War Marshal into play. So this is essentially 3 blockers. So their Ragavan will die. Right, block here. And then we get another token. Play a 3rd land, tapped, and then pass. All right, so I will not tick it up this turn. Do not use the ability. Draw. Still haven't drawn a land, but in the meantime, let's attack with these tokens. And now that I have 2 Snoops, it makes it a lot more palatable to Vial one of them in. End step, what is opponent doing? Casting Bolt on me, all right, 13. Plays another land, seemingly not doing anything. All right, let's Vial the Snoop in now. Actually, you know what? Let's Vial in the other War Marshal because they're just not playing anything. So this gets to have 4 power on the board, and then we can keep attacking them. I feel like if they had Fury, they would have just played it last turn. All right, not using the vial still. This dies, makes another token. All right, we finally drew another land. So let's attack with these tokens. They go to 11, and then let's play Hovel, revealing a Snoop, and then let's play Snoop. And then we can vial in a second Snoop. We have Goblin Matron on top. They didn't counter that either. They didn't kill it either. What is in their hand? I guess they probably have Fury, and they're just going to go Fury, kill the Snoop and 2 tokens. Brotherhood's End, dealing 3 to all creatures. Sure. All right. Paying 2 mana, playing Murktide, playing a tap land. All right, activate Vial. Use the ability, put Snoop into play, and then tick Vial up to 3 counters. Draw for turn, activate the Vial, use it, put Harbinger into play, use it, go grab Kiki Jiki, and then Snoops away. All the Snoops. Make a Snoop, 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 make a Snoop. All right, that's enough Snoops. Now copy Harbinger, use the ability, grabbing Sling Gang Lieutenant, and then shoot you. And we got there. Finally, we have broken the curse. 4-1 at last. It's not a 5-0, but it's better than a 3-2. All right, so wrapping this up, the rings turned out to be much worse in the deck than I thought they would be, and it is actually relevant to have a second copy of Sling Gang and Kiki Jiki because there were times when we had one of the copies in our hand and couldn't go off. So if I were to alter anything, it would just be take all the rings out and then add back in the second Sling Gang and add back in the other Kiki Jiki, and then Ringleader. And if I recall, they were only playing 3 Horde Masters before, so then the 3rd Ringleader. All right, so that is 4-1 with Goblins.